trying to figure that whole.
Good morning and welcome to the Berks County Board of Commissioners meeting. Today is June the 18th. It is 10 a.m. and we will call the meeting to order. We'll start by observing a moment of silence followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
School church, I believe.
Can we make sure everyone is muted on the call? Thank you. Okay, we'll now move to the public comment notice. I'm going to ask my executive assistant, Barbara Lopez, to please read the notice.
Thank you, Commissioner Rivera. Public comment will be accepted in person and through the Q&A function. Please include your first name, last name, and municipality for all comments. Any comments without name and municipality will not be considered. Each citizen can submit one comment. Comment length is dictated by limitations of the platform being used, Teams Q&A. In-person comments will be accepted first, followed by comments submitted virtually. The meeting comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes, including both in-person and virtual comments. This time period may be extended at the discretion of the board. Please be concise. Comments that are germane to county business will be read during the meeting and should not be considered to be interactive dialogue with the commissioners. The county solicitor shall be the final arbiter of whether a comment is germane and should be read. Any commissioner response to public comment will be done at the discretion of the commissioners.
Okay, thank you, Barbara. We'll move to the approval of the minutes. We have any additions or corrections to the minutes of June 4th? If none, the minutes stand approved as presented. Do you have any public comment on agenda items? None online, none in person. Just want to announce our executive session since our last meeting. We had a personnel meeting on executive session on June the 5th dealing with personnel, June the 8th dealing with personnel, June the 9th dealing with personnel, June the 10th dealing with personnel, and June the 17th dealing with real estate and personnel. We'll now move to the agenda items. Item number 1, under budget, we have one item. It's adopt a resolution authorizing 2026 budget transfers in the amount of $255,507 and 2026 appropriations in the amount of $10,022 per listing dated June 12 of 2026. Under Human Resources, have item A, adopt a resolution authorizing Human Resources recommendations dated June 18th as follows. Number 1, authorize the appointment of Amy Buca to CASSP Coordinator, MHCD Services, effective July 1 of 2026. Item number 2, authorize the appointment of Amanda Nichols to Judicial Administrative Assistant, Court Administration, effective July 1, 2026. Number 3, authorize the appointment of Sean Smith to Warden Jail System, effective July 13, 2026. And number 4, authorize the utilization of a temporary agency for 2 senior financial analyst positions in budget and finance, effective June 22nd of 2026. We have various items under the commissioners. Item A is adopt a resolution approving the 2026 action plan for the CDBG, ESG, and home program grants. This resolution shall further authorize the chair to execute the plan and execution of additional assurances, certifications, contracts, amendments, environmental review documents, all agreements and documents necessary to facilitate and assist in obtaining the requested grants and supplemental or revised data that the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development may request in conjunction with the plan. Item B, adopt a resolution authorizing execution of the collective bargaining agreement between the United Food and Commercial Workers Union Local 1776KS, and the County of Berks, doing business as Berksheim Nursing and Rehabilitation, effective January 1, 2025 through January 31, 2028. Item C, adopt a resolution authorizing the reappointment of Karen L. Troxel to Vice President of Field Human Services of Penske Logistics to the Berks County Workforce Development Board for a term effective July 1, 2026 through June 30, 2029. Item D, adopt a resolution authorizing the reappointment of Christy Pisker, Vice President of Human Resources, Glengarry LLC, to the Berks County Workforce Development Board for a term effective July 1, 2026 through June 30, 2029. Item E, adopt a resolution authorizing the reappointment of Kimberly Schneider, Vice President of Human Resources, Tower Health, to the Workforce Development Board for a term effective July 1, 2026 through June 30, 2029. Item F, adopt a resolution authorizing the reappointment of Alexia Persley, Strategic Resource Manager, HR Services for Arkema Inc., to the Berks County Workforce Development Board for a term effective July 1, 2026 through June 30, 2029. Item G, adopt a resolution authorizing the reappointment of Patricia F. Shermont, Director of Government Affairs, Urban Development for Visions Federal Credit Union, to the Berks County Workforce Development Board for a term effective July 1, 2026 through June 30, 2029. Item H, adopt a resolution authorizing the reappointment of Edward Bartinsky, Training Director for IBEW Local 742, to the Berks County Workforce Development Board to the for a term effective July 1, 2026 through June 30, 2029. Item H, adopt a resolution authorizing the reappointment of Peggy Kirshner, Co-Executive Director, Connections Work, to the Berks County Workforce Development Board for a term effective July 1, 2026 through June 30, 2029. Item J, adopt a resolution authorizing the appointment of Ashley Chambers, United Way of Berks County, to the Berks County Workforce Development Board for a term effective July 1, 2026 through June 30, 2029. Item K, adopt a resolution authorizing the reappointment of Crystal Hauser, Bureau of Workforce Partnership and Operations, Labor and Industry, to the Berks County Workforce Development Board for a term effective July 1, 2026 through June 30, 2029. Item L, adopt a resolution authorizing Brian Gottschall, Director, Berks County Department of Emergency Services, to execute a memorandum of understanding to participate in the Elder Abuse Multidisciplinary Team in collaboration with Lehigh, Berks, and Lancaster counties. Item M, adopt a resolution authorizing the Vice Chair to execute a memorandum of understanding between the County of Berks and the Council on Chemical Abuse regarding emergency and exit lighting upgrades at Camp Joy Lodge located at 1120 Berks Road, Leesport, 19533. The MOU shall be subject to final review and approval by the Berks County Solicitor's Office. Item N, adopt a resolution authorizing Mitchell Darcourt, Treasurer, to execute the Truist Bank commitment letter continuing the banking and treasury services, pricing, and fee structure for a 36-month period beginning July 1, 2026 and ending June 30th, 2029. Item O, adopt a resolution designating all ordinances enacted by any municipal body within the County of Berks, which were previously filed at the Berks County Law Library, shall be filed with the Berks County Court Administration. Item P, adopt a resolution authorizing the Vice Chair to execute the binding authorization form for the Berksheim Nursing and Rehabilitation 2026 through 2028 Patient Trust Bond, increasing the limit from $375,000 to $650,000 for an additional premium of $3,424. Item Q, adopt a resolution authorizing Brian Gottschall, Director, Berks County Department of Emergency Services, to execute an addendum to connectivity statement for work between the County of Berks and Motorola Solutions. The addendum shall be subject to the final review and approval of the Berks County Solicitor's Office. Item 2, motion to authorize the execution of contracts and contract agreements and amendments as set forth on the contract agenda listing dated June 15, 2026. And there are a total of 41 contracts, 10 for the Area Agency on Aging, 1 for Budget, 4 for Career Link, 5 for Children and Youth Services, 7 for Children and Youth Services and Juvenile Probation Office, 4 for the Commissioners, 2 for Facilities and Operations, 1 for Information Systems, 1 for the Library, 2 for Mental Health Developmental Disabilities, 1 for Parks, and 3 for the Sheriffs. And item number 3 is a motion to authorize the execution and payments of electronic transfers for the week ending June 19 of 2026.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
And I will second that, but I have a conflict with 2 items. Let me just make sure I get the proper wording here for that. And I will be abstaining on 2 items, which is item 14 with the Berks Latino Workforce Development Corporation. My wife is on the board of one of their sister organizations. And item 28, the Emerging Entrepreneurs Academy, as I sat on their board up to less than a year ago. So I'm declaring, getting a correction here from our solicitor. I am not abstaining. I am declaring the conflict because I will need to vote despite the conflict since the county will be unable to take action without my vote since Commissioner Leinbach is here. And we need a 2 to 3 vote to be able to move on with each item. And law does permit me to vote if not voting would not allow the county to take action. So I wanted to make that known before we take the vote. So you have a motion and a second to approve the agenda as presented with the exceptions that I have here. Is there any discussion? If none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. None opposed. The motion carries. We'll now move to the reports of the treasurer and controller, and we will start with Linda Weaver, the deputy county treasurer. Linda.
Good morning.
Morning.
We have an opening balance of $307,635,956.46. We have a balance to clear of $9,077,523.04, leaving us with a balance of $298,558,433.42.
Okay, thank you very much, Linda. We will now move to Joe Rutterow, the county controller.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Little housekeeping here for the week ending 6/12/2026. We had a accounts payable and total cash disbursement of $13,890,165.60. For the week ending June 19th, 2026, we have an accounts payable total of $25,495,595.88. We have an employee payroll of $5,642,328.88 for a total cash disbursement of $31,137,924.76. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll now move to the report of our Chief Operations Officer, Kevin Barnhart.
Thank you, Commissioner Rivera. Our team has nothing to offer at the present time.
Okay,
Thank
thank you very much. We'll now move to the commissioner's comments, and it is my turn to start this week. So a few items here. Just this last week, Commissioner Leinbach and I were at the County Commissioners Association of Pennsylvania summer board meeting. That is why we did not have our board meeting last week, because both of us were out in Snyder County with the CCAP board there. Had on Thursday the opportunity to visit different areas in Snyder County. And one of them was to learn about their disc and their Frisbee golf course. If you've never played Frisbee golf, I encourage you to go out and do that. We just tried it out and it seemed like very interesting. But Snyder County is well known now nationally for their Frisbee golf course. And then on Friday, we had our board meeting, discuss different topics related to counties and the state overwide. Also, yesterday, we had the opportunity, I'm going to ask Barbara to put the picture on the screen. We met with Jeff Dietrich, who is a local artist here, and he presented us with the Berks County Red Plate. And this plate is being sent or was sent to the National Association of Counties. They are having a podcast and they ask for different items from the county members to put as display in the background for when they do their podcast and their shows. So this is what Berks County provided. And you got the plate, Barbara? Oh, there it is. Okay, there's Jeff is in between Commissioner Leinbach and myself, and that's a plate. Beautiful plate made by hand here in Berks County. And this was coordinated by Lynn Burns, Commissioner Santoni's executive assistant. So great opportunity to share with the rest of the nation some of the beautiful things that get done here in Berks County. So thank you to Jeff Dietrich for putting this together and allowing us to send it to the National Association for Counties. Two events coming up this Saturday. One is the Penn State Extension Garden Party, which Barbara is going to put up on the screen as well. It is at the Berks Ag Center from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. There'll be activities for youth. There'll be live music. There'll be garden tours. And this is again at the Berks County Ag Center on 1238 County Welfare Road. So if you have some time on Saturday between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m., make sure you show up there. Also this Saturday, we have the Americana Fest 250. Which will be held at the Berks County Heritage Center. It is a day-long programming with feature historic demonstrators, talks, activities, live music, and a lot more than that. You can go to our website for more information. If you go on and just Google Americana Fest 250, it will come up. There are things starting at 11 a.m. with wagon rides, there's lectures, there's music, and there's ongoing activities between 11 and 4 p.m. And starting at 4:45 p.m. is the Americana Fest concert performers. You have a Valley Vision, which is folk and Americana, Woodbelly, which is bluegrass and Americana. And then at 7 is Corey, Arsenox, and the Zydeco Hot Peppers. So that is going on this Saturday at our park. So make sure that you drop by if you have an opportunity, and there will also be food vendors there as well. Again, this is at the Berks County Heritage Center, starting at 11 a.m., running through 8:30 p.m. Also, this coming Wednesday, there is the Kutztown Main Street Community Choice Awards Business Walk, put on by the Kutztown University Small Business Development Center, and this is to recognize and support the businesses that help make Kutztown's Main Street community vibrant and welcoming. They'll be visiting 7 or 8 different businesses throughout that walk. There'll be different people there doing that and recognizing those businesses. So thank you to the Kutztown SBDC for doing this, and thank you to the business owners who make sure that Kutztown Main Street is vibrant and welcoming. I have 2 meetings, but if either of them gets canceled, I'm going to drop over there for a little bit. Then on Thursday, we have the West Apron Hangar Project, the groundbreaking ceremony at 11:30 a.m. at the airport. And this is to start the construction of 2 new aircraft hangars to support the increasing demand and expanded aviation services at the Reading Regional Airport. So a lot going on at the Reading Regional Airport, and we're excited about this groundbreaking for the building of 2 new hangars at the airport. Also, July 4th, remember we have the Star Spangled Spectacular at the Berks County Fairgrounds. Events going on most of the day there, finishing up with various concerts in the evening. You can Google it for more information, but great event, free entrance and free parking as well. So make sure you set aside some time to join us on July the 4th. Today, we do not have an election board meeting, and tomorrow the county is closed due to the celebration of Juneteenth. So I want to recognize Juneteenth celebration tomorrow. And also, last but not least, to all the fathers who are watching us or who are here with us today, happy Father's Day on Sunday. Make sure you take some time to celebrate with your family. Have a great holiday weekend. Commissioner Santoni.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a couple things to add. I had the opportunity to attend over at the Heritage Center just yesterday, I believe it was, the unveiling of the repainting of the bicentennial eagle sculpture that was originally done in 1976 by a group of students from the Reading-Muhlenberg Votech. And it was redone with the help of Mike Miller, a local artist, additional students from the Reading-Muhlenberg area Votech and our Parks Department did a wonderful job, and we had that unveiling this past week, and it's going to be up at the Heritage Center. If you get an opportunity to go there and check it out, it's really worth it. They did a wonderful job, and they should be very proud. Also, this past week, I know I've been talking about the fan zone in the World Cup coming to Reading for many, many weeks. Well, it's here. The World Cup started on June 11th. There was a press conference we just held with the city of Reading, Experience Reading in Berks County. Our visitors bureau was there. People came down from Philadelphia. The FIFA group from Philadelphia 2026 were there. Meg Kane and Bill Gehrman, who have been really instrumental in bringing this fan zone to Reading. The dates are, the World Cup has started, but the dates that they're going to have a fan zone in Reading, which there'll be kids games, there'll be music, there'll be food, there'll be big screens inside the Santander Arena, which will be called the Reading Arena for naming rights reasons. And there's going to be some big screens in there. People can go in and enjoy the World Cup soccer games. We don't know who's going to be playing yet. That'll be determined shortly. But the dates in Reading that we will have the fan zone, and we encourage all Berks counties to come and enjoy it, is July 3rd and 4th. I know that's a crazy weekend. There's a lot going on, but make sure you come downtown and check that out. And then the 18th and the 19th are also going to be fan zone days in Reading. The 18th is the bronze medal game, the third place game. And then on the 19th is the World Cup final, which is viewed, I've said this before as well, the Super Bowl is the largest watched event in the U.S., and over 300 million people watch that. The World Cup final is watched by 1 billion people worldwide. So it's the largest sporting event. And I wasn't raised a soccer fan, but I'm becoming a huge soccer fan. I'm checking the scores on my phone, and there's a couple of teams I'm rooting for. So, including of course, the U.S., a couple other teams that I'm rooting for as well. So, get downtown if you can and enjoy the fan zone. Just a couple other quick things to add. Another event that's happening this Saturday is Art on the Avenue, which is in West Reading. A huge event. They shut down the street. People should come down and check it out. Very, very well-known activities occur there, and it's a lot of fun. I encourage people to attend. And I also want to recognize tomorrow's holiday of Juneteenth, and to wish all our fathers-in-laws, father figures, a happy Father's Day on Sunday. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That's all that I have.
Okay, thank you very much, Commissioner Santoni. We'll now move to the row officers' comments. Controller.
Just a happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Do you have any public comment in person or online?
There's 2 online.
We have 2 online.
Thank you. The first comment is from Jane Palmer. Why I'm missing. Good morning, gentlemen. For some time, Commissioner Linebaugh and Rivera, you have said you'd be willing to cooperate with ICE's plans to build an immigrant detention center in Upper Bern Township, provided you could be guaranteed that prisoners would be treated humanely and that you would be afforded opportunities to check this for yourself. This is a fig leaf and you know it. You know what happened to Senator Andy Kim at the Delaney site in New Jersey, and surely you know that your fellow commissioner in Clearfield County, Dave Glass, was just denied access to the Monchon facility despite being assured he would be allowed in. You are either naive or willfully stubborn in your belief that today's ICE will treat you with any more respect than they have other elected officials. As we all know, ICE treats its prisoners far worse than commissioners and senators. More than 50 people have died in ICE custody since January of 2025, and detainees report widespread medical neglect, inedible food, filth, physical and mental abuse. As of the end of May, Berks had released 96 people into the hands of ICE. Upper Burn isn't built yet, so you're probably in Monchon or Louisiana or Texas or New Jersey, who knows? You and the prison board have chosen to give up custody of people in your care and turn them over to an organization known for wanton disregard for the rule of law and total contempt for the likes of you. I beg you to rethink your relationship with these guys. It's okay to change your mind. The second comment is from Craig Schaefer, resident of Coomer Township. And I am upset with the lack of transparency and inaction by Commissioners Lineback and Rivera. I have asked the same question multiple times at this meeting and the prison board meeting. You don't answer. Commissioner Rivera has said people who oppose ICE and Berks should be speaking with legislators about changing the laws. The Berks County website states that the Berks County Commissioner's role is, quote, perform the executive and legislative functions of county government. You are the legislative and executive heads of Berks, so don't tell me to bark up another tree. I'm not asking you to pass a law. I'm asking you to end a voluntary practice you have the power to stop. So let me ask my question again for the fifth time now. Have you detained any people longer than 48 hours? If so, for how long and where is that information recorded? That's the end of the public comment.
Okay, so that ends the in-person and online public comments. You have any comments from the board? Okay, if none, I will accept a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
The meeting is adjourned. Have a great Juneteenth weekend and a great Father's Day to the fathers. Thank you.